But I think this is like one of the best Met pulls I had in a while.
I would agree, except I wish they kept Golden Wool. I
I
loved
think it's
casting
fair
it.
it's gone. I think it's fair it's gone because no one wanted to play it.
But it was so fun. It was so fun to
Yeah.
cast. Like,
All right, and we are loaded into the map of Lightshade, and in the very bright yellow, our Filipino Zerg, it is Nuks.
and I love how this game is starting out as in the top left-hand corner of Lightshade LE. We have the Australian Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Team Mindfreak, and currently getting 12 pulled. It is Pezz.
Is 12 pulling Pezz the best idea though? Because he's one of the Protoss that senses probe across the map all the time.
Yeah, that's...
And he would have noticed that no probe has moved out to that third base, so he's going to send that probe up into the main shortly.
Surely. He should be able to scout this, and he does. He goes into the main base with his probe, and we'll see that pull timing.
Yeah, though he gets a very fast read on that. He sees it before the lings even spawn. So this should be a fairly good hold for Pezz, but like we've seen plenty of Protoss players over the years scout the 12 pull but miss micro on the front.
Yep. It's happened before. It could happen again. And Nuks is, expanding behind this. Oh my god, I was gonna say that he was gonna macro out of this, but like he's making another round of lings.
He's going straight for it, even though he got scattered. He's going big. But this is what Pezz wants to confirm, right? That probe hanging around. Wants to make sure see if there's more lings coming or not. But he's gone home.
Oh yeah, he did turn around. He is going home. I mean, he could be being deceived right now because of that hatchery. He could be like, oh, maybe it's not that committed, but he does pull a couple of boys.
The hatchery is pretty standard with this build, so I don't think it's too deceiving. But oh man, he just needs to hold out for this cell number 2. This Cybernews core is a little bit exposed.
Yeah, definitely. We do have a couple more lings meeting up here, so it's a little bit more difficult for this cell to really deal with that. And now the shields are going.
Yeah. Oh, he traps those Zerglings though.
Yeah, he does trap the Zerglings, and it looks like this for the
most.
most.
He kept both alive too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this unfortunately he committed very hard to this, even though he got scared, and I think he's going to pay the price for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, the lings didn't really get much damage whatsoever. They did a bit of hull damage to the Cybernetics core, to the Zealot, but other than that, not too much.
Yeah, Pezz is going to have 4 Adepts and 2 Zealots coming across the map here shortly, and slowlings versus and a very small queen count.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult to keep up with the Adepts, especially if they are shading in between the bases. And we'll see what Nuks is going to go for here. Like, again, I can't imagine he's going to be getting link speed, like maybe just straight into roaches as fast as he can. Oh god!
Oh, micro.
A bit of a misclick there. Nuks, he actually targeted down his own creep shimmer there.
Oof. Yeah, that's costly.
Oh boy.
3 Adepts is gonna probably let these shades finish into the main.
Yeah, he does shade into the main base again. Only 2 lings here, speedless, forced to pull the boys as well. Oh god, you never want to see that.
Yeah, 3 drones, 4. How many can he get? Oh, he's actually going to clean up nicely. He has to micro against the lings now. He will clean them up for the most part. Oh, there's a couple of one-shot drones in there.
Yeah, and he is, in the end, he is able to be cleaned up, so Nuks, he is able to stop that for now, but what does Nuks do from here? Is kind of my question.
Yeah, like, I mean, he hasn't been able to get on. Oh, he has started mining his gas finally, yeah. So he gets his first 100 gas. Does he pull completely off?
Oh my god.
No, not quite. Oh, he does, actually. Completely off gas into link speed.
I'm honestly surprised that he decided to commit and get link speed. Are we gonna see, like, I don't know, maybe a fast lair to go into a Nidus? Is he really gonna try and macro out of this? He's taking his 3rd.
I don't think he's got too much choice. Like, I don't think he can go for a frontal attack off the 2 bases currently on. I don't think he has enough economy for it. especially when he knows that Pezz should have taken his tech behind this as well. So it's going to be rough to go for anything straight away here.
Yeah, yeah. So now Nuks is going to try and get back into this pretty far behind after that opening. You know, obviously he put himself behind. It was kind of on Nuks with that 12 pull. And yeah, we'll see what happens from here. Nuks is going to go in with his Overlord, and he should scout the opener. Not before the Oracle's already halfway across the map.
Yeah,
oh god.
What is that across the map for Pezz? Is that a couple of Adepts sneaking into the main base there too?
Oh yeah, 2 Adepts do sneak in. There is a Spore in the main, no Spore in the natural though.
Yeah, is he going with that Oracle? He's going into the nat.
Oh god.
Oh, it's gonna be rough. A bunch of drones spawn, a couple of queens come in, but man, there's so much drone loss. Oh, it doesn't quite get that last one. But a bunch of Lings are going to be heading across the map. What does Pezz have back at home for the defense here? Well, actually, a small number of gateway units. But there we go. A couple more Adepts come in to hold the wall.
Yeah, he is able to hold here. Again, these things aren't going to be able to find too much. Meanwhile, Pezz is actually getting a Void Ray behind this. Is that the first Void Ray we've seen this game? No. I mean, from Pezz?
No. We did see him go Void Rays against Demi, yes.
True.
But Pezz is going to try and transition back into his normal play after this. Oh man, these Overlords are so costly as well.
Heavily supply blocking Nuks there. He's forced to make 4 Overlords.
2 Oracles now. Running around here for Pezz as well. We saw how successful they were against Demi.
we did, which is quite terrifying, especially if you're Nuks at the moment, as Pezz, he's just getting into his regular game. You know, +1 is on the way, Twilight Council's finishing up, throwing down some more gateways.
Yeah, and is that a War Prison down to the south? No, Void Ray, finding more Overlord kills. No. And another one. Oh no.
Another one's gonna go down. Thankfully Nuks does have a Spore here at the 3rd, and these 2 Oracles don't find too much damage there.
Yeah, man, it's so tough for Nuks. I'm happy he got up onto 3 bases, but these supply blocks are. If he was able to keep his Overlords alive, I think he would actually be in an okay position. Like, he would have a pretty good drone count right now. Like, he's at 52 currently, so is Pezz. So if he had that time without the supply block, like, Pezz's ground harass hasn't been too damaging compared to what his air harass has been like.
Yeah, definitely. It's just it's such a shame losing so many Overlords like this. Like, I've been there before in my ladder games. It's like you never want to see that. You never want to be there. And especially like when you're Nuks, when you're going into like a heavy like roach based composition where supply is so much more important because of that. And yeah.
Here come the Oracles again. And 2 workers, Pezz, 3 base, very much set now. Getting his robo.
Yeah, he's nicely situated on 3 bases, slowly working up that Stalker count. +1 is done, Blink is done as well, immediately starts +2. And we'll see when Pezz feels confident enough to finally push out. You know, the robo is still on the way, so he doesn't have a Warp Prism, but it looks like he doesn't even care.
Yeah, I do like how patient Pezz has been this. Because like at times in the past where he has had such a good opener like this, he tries to be too aggressive with his units and trades really poorly. He's like, I can trade like this, I've got a better economy, but like he ends up trading way too much. But 3 queens here, nearly 3 queens. This base most likely going to get cancelled, so huge for Pezz.
Yeah, definitely, and I love he's been doing this consistently today, throwing down some stasis wards behind his army just in case, you know, Lings come in to wrap around or to fall back to.
Yeah, just posturing, showing how big his army is, puffing his chest out a little bit.
Oof.
And
oh god.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a big chunk to lose right now. If Pezz is on top of that, it's almost time to attack if he sees that stasis.
Yeah, 100%. Like, after seeing that, like, mate, it's go time. And Pezz, again, he's kind of posturing around to the north, looking to rotate to try and deny another base.
Alright, yeah, oh man, Nuks has been doing so well this game, even though he's had like all this stuff going against him from the get-go.
Yeah, definitely, and I think I like this decision here. Nuks, he's looking to forfeit his base to the north, and he's just going for a massive counterattack.
Yeah, this is actually going to work out really well for him because Pezz is on the other side of the map. His army is too big in like space for him to recall all of it home at once. So he's recalled back to his third, so he's going to surround this army. A lot of exposed Ravages in the back.
Oh yeah, all the Lings and the Roaches are headed into the natural, so these Ravages are going to be going down. Oh god, but the reinforcements.
Man, everything's coming in here for Pezz now. Finally got all of his army together, but Nuks has a bigger army presence on the ground currently. He does have one Disruptor out.
Oh no, but
Oh
god, the Disruptor does go down. One of the robots is depowered as well. It looks like Pezz will defend at his third base location.
Yeah, there's not quite +2 Stalkers yet, but they're doing the job.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, the Queen. Stand strong, chat.
The Queen does go down in the end, and now the Disruptor is going to be coming out. Has to repower one of those robos. Honestly, like, Nuks, he did well there. He actually killed a decent amount of probes during all of that. 20 probes went down.
Yeah, and Pezz is almost going to feel like he's in an all-in situation, so this is where Pezz gets a bit frantic sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh god, you do not want to be an Overlord controlled by Nuks. Like, that's...
Oh man, he's lost a bunch this game. 8 Overlords have gone down. But another evacuation of the third base is actually very costly for Pezz at the moment.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially after losing all those probes earlier, and all the probes at the third base are forced off the line. The lanes will be cleaned up, but again, a lot of lost mining time.
Yeah. Oh man, more Overlords. No.
Oh my god, Nuks, please just keep him at home. Just keep him at home. It's not worth it.
Keep your base rally behind your base.
Oh god. Meanwhile, ooh, looks like the armies are gonna clash here in the center of the map. And a decent amount of disruptors here for Pezz.
Yeah, 3 disruptors, more Overlords, unfortunately, in the firing line.
Oh god.
Oh, big disruptor shots, one whiffs big, but the other comes up, trumps, another one is about to fire, and all the rest of the Ravagers fall. GG.
GG. And despite a rough start, honestly, Nuks, he did play that out quite well. You know, he was able to catch back up and, yeah, was able to trade relatively well going, you know, across the map, you know, getting 20 worker kills.
Yeah, Nuks did such a good job there. Like, he was in it from pretty much that, not long after the 12 pool, like, he got to a stage where he was back in it. Force some great fights or force Pezz to be very defensive. It just, yeah, it's like Pezz just took a while to kind of get his army count going. And that's, they gave Nuks a look in.
Yeah, surprisingly so. I don't know if maybe Pezz should have been a little bit more like greedy when it comes to expanding and taking a faster 4th base or something along those lines. I think he was doing a good job when it comes to his Oracle control. He was constantly harassing with his Oracles, with his Void Ray, sniping off Overlords. But yeah, Nuks did a really good job at coming back in.
Okay, Death Aura for map number 2. Big open map, very good for Zerg, getting run-bys and stuff going. So this might play better for Nuks.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright.
Just
still Death Aura though.
Yes, still gonna be Death Aura. We are just remaking the lobby.
Yeah. Okay, so we saw 12 pool game number 1. It got shut down very, very abruptly. Like, Pezz lost 2 workers, kept all of his units at the front. His counterattack, I think that's maybe what got him his look back in. Because, like, with the links that he had on the ground and the Queens, he was mainly able to force most of that force back, and he was draining pretty heavily behind it. Like, he had the worker lead during that fight. What happened this time?
Eventually we'll get a lobby running again.
Alright.
We'll get there. Okay.
I'm sure that said Australia.
It did, but he didn't have WCS Game Heart. But now we do.
Yeah.
All good.
It's just hard mode for us, man. it can get by.
We can count sometimes.
Yeah, it means we just can't. Like without this game, it means we just can't put our feet up. All right. So spawning in here on Death Aura. In the top left, we have our golden yellow Zerg. From the Philippines, it is Nuks.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Australian Protoss player, the Purple Protoss, representing Team Mindfreak. It is Pezz. I'm disappointed. No 12-4.
Ah, man. Nuks knew that Pro was coming, man. He immediately had that rally down to the face.
Oh yeah, he wasn't even going to try with that one. Oof. But you know, it was nicely timed regardless, so not too inefficient. Again though, like we've seen it time and time again, I don't think Pezz is going to be going into Glaive Adepts.
Yeah, we've seen all PvZ from Pezz tonight, and every match we've casted tonight has had Pezz PvZ in it, and he has had the same opener. yeah, pretty much. It's just his bread and butter. You know, there was that one game where he went for a Dark Shrine. I think that was that the game he lost? So maybe he learned his lesson. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to deviate. You know, this is just what I'm going for. I think the Dark Shrine was a situational error like that game, because Demi did that like big kind of attack on the third base. Dark Shrine obviously limiting your ground army for a while.
Yeah.
But as I said, like Pezz is kind of going down that probe style of Protoss play.
Yeah, just kind of sticking with one kind of opener and then just refining it over and over again until he can just make it work for him in this matchup. And so far it's done well, you know, taking out Demi and Gogo Joy, like that's very impressive. Yeah,
if he gets comfortably into that build, he hasn't lost a game yet if he gets into that build comfortably.
Definitely. I feel like the only person he really needs to test it against now is Miyamika.
Yeah, that'll be the test of this region. Is it Miyamika proof?
Yeah. I don't think anything is Miyamika proof, to be fair. I don't.
Yeah, the other standard of Zerg you gotta test it against as well as Ender. Like Ender's no slash versus Protoss either.
Yeah, definitely. So we do see once again pretty never mind.
But it looks like he should be able to deny the information. Or maybe not.
Wow.
Okay.
And I guess
there is a deviation there.
Yeah, I guess we spoke too soon, because for the very first time today, mate, there's no Stargate.
There's no Stargate, there's no Forge. It is Glaive Adepts.
Oh my god. Okay.
Does not react appropriately though. That's a big thing.
Yeah, that's the question. Especially because Nuks did get in with his link, so he did scout the Twilight Council. He's going to double check with the Overlord. He sees the gases as well. And now it's going to be on Nuks to make sure he's able to prepare effectively against this.
Yeah, because like you want to get to a nice happy 40 to 44 drones. You want your Roach Warrior out around then too. So what's he gonna try to hold with here? He's obviously getting that Spine Crawler, which is pretty standard once you see that Glaive Depths, but it's usually the all-in version when you get that Spine version of it.
Yeah, that's typically when you see like 6-gate Glaive Adept. At the moment it is just 4-gate, so yeah, it isn't anywhere near as committed as it could have been.
Alright, so what's he gonna do here for his defense? So he's holding out on 40 drones currently. So I think he's doing everything right so far, but let's hope he's just not gonna super overcommit to this hold.
Yeah. He is making a nice wave of Lings as well to help chase the shade.
Yeah, because you want to be on top of this, and if you let the Adepts get on top of you, all this army is almost for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. Or letting him get onto the ramp, you don't want that.
Yeah, okay, so he does end up coming to the shade, and oh, nice. Nux does pull all his drones out of the natural.
Oh, this is a good spot. This is a very good spot for Nux here. He's going to lose a lot of Adepts here. But walking into that third base, whatever's left, still going to do a lot of damage down here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the folks are fighting. No.
A little bit of mismarker there with the drones, but again, really ballsy of Pezz. He warped in within range of the Spine Crawler, so that Spine was just shelling away at those Adepts the entire time. The Adepts are trying to shade into the natural, another warp in.
Yeah, Pezz is still playing this quite nicely. He's trading very decently against his Lings so far. He's keeping the Warpism alive, which is essential, but I think the Lings are starting to get the trade they want.
Yeah,
although
definitely.
He's not running from base 2 or 3 right now.
Oh god, he's not. He just had the majority of his drones at the main base, but now, you know what, the roaches are starting to trickle out.
Yeah, and Pezz was taking behind this as well. His robotics base is about to finish. So is it going to be Disruptor straight away here, or is it into Colossus?
I would imagine Disruptor. It feels like, at least for the longest time back when Pezz was going for this opener, his go-to was Warp Prism Speed and Disruptor. And oh, there we go.
Yeah, Warp Prism Speed Disruptor. You called that one, like you've been seeing more Pezz than I have.
Mate, this is his go-to. This, like, again, during DreamHack Fall and Winter, like this is what he did every single game.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh boy, and yeah, we'll see how good his macro is going to be, you know, once he finally gets his disruptors out. He never really got like the ideal damage he wanted, like getting into a mineral line and killing a bunch of workers, but there was a lot of lost mining time.
Ooh, actually, a little bit sneaky here with the Warp Prism in the main. Gets a couple extra drones for his, a little bit of a bonus. Huh.
Just in time for the disruptors.
True.
So yeah, he does go.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go on.
I think even though he didn't get the killing blow, obviously it's meant to be just like a harass build when you go for the 4-gate, but he still managed to deny mining for like 30 to 40 seconds on 2 bases of Nuks.
Oh yeah.
That's quite a lot of mining time lost. And I think that's why Pezz is feeling, I'd say he's feeling alright in this position. Like his army counts the same, he's got these 2 disruptors, he's going for another big attack here with the disruptors in tow. Back into a corner. He's still got another disruptor Nova to go, I think.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. Meanwhile, he does shade into the mineral line and...
Oh, didn't need it.
Wow. GG gets called, and Pezz playing a little bit old school, you know, it's been a while since we've seen it, but he does switch it up, whipping out the Glaive Adept, showing us that, you know, he still got it.
It does indeed. I'm going to go back into the replay quickly just to see how much that disruptor got, because it was quite a lot.
Oh yeah. I think the biggest thing is that it got a lot of the roaches, so there wasn't really much to contest all the adepts.
Yeah, and the bases oversaturated as well, because we saw like an instant of like 7 drones go down as well with that one disruption over. So just watching that fire, got it clicked. Actually, he did fire both of his Novas there, one went in the other way. Bit cheeky, but he almost went very pear-shaped for Pezz right there too, because the disruption Nova went off a millisecond before his shade finished in that mineral line too. That could be so scary, but that means Pezz meets Seether in the grand final. Like,
oh yes, he will. We've got a little bit of a mind freak team kill.
It's a grand final, so I think it's okay.
Mind Freak really showing their dominance, you know, in this region. Both players are able to make it to the finals.
Yeah. As usually when I've put money into this tournament, I've usually seen like a Mind Freak final, so I feel like it's tradition now. Yeah. Oh, Gogo Joey mopped up pretty nice last weekend. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I think he like smashed the bracket 2 weeks ago, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he was on fire. But, you know, things are a little bit different here in Demi SEA Weekly number 6, you know, with Pezz looking so good in the PvZ matchup. And that's all we've seen from him, but now we finally get a PvT.